Imagine that XRP, one of the most talked about cryptocurrencies in the world, is about to skyrocket to $20 per coin. This isn't just a wild guess or speculation. It's a real chance that could change everything for people who own XRP and investors right now. XRP is worth a lot less than $20 right now, but recent changes in the market and Ripple's growing power and some people in the financial world think that this digital asset could be about to make a big breakthrough. So what's causing this price increase? Ripple's partnerships with big banks like American Express and Santander are helping to make XRP an important player in the global payments market. XRP isn't just another cryptocurrency, it's being used to solve problems. In the real world, the financial system has problems like slow and expensive cross-border payments. As more banks and payment providers adopt Ripple's technology, the demand for XRP could rise, driving up the price by a large amount. On top of that, Ripple is currently in court with the SEC, and a positive outcome could lead to more widespread adoption and investment. XRP could reach $20 because it is useful in global finance, and there is a growing market demand for digital assets. If XRP's price starts to rise, it could have an effect on the whole crypto market, attracting new investors and institutions looking for stable, valuable assets. In short, XRP is more than just a cryptocurrency, it's a game changer, and $20 per coin might be closer than you think. Get ready for a big event in the world of cryptocurrencies. Let's look more closely at what's been going on with XRP and why so many experts think it's about to happen right now. Even though XRP isn't worth that much yet, its promise is clear. One of the main reasons for this rise is Ripple's growing spread of adoption in the banking sector. That's why the company that makes XRP has been working hard to bring blockchain technology into banking, especially to make cross-border payments better. Traditional ways of sending money across countries can take days and cost a lot of money because there are many people who need to be paid. With XRP, on the other hand, these deals can be made in a matter. Demand for XRP will rise as more financial institutions adopt Ripple's technology. With limited supply, the price could go up a lot. Ripple has already formed key partnerships with major financial institutions like Santander and American Express, as well as smaller regional banks that are already using its technology for cross-border transactions. As more of these companies join, the value of XRP is likely to keep going up, and that's just the start. XRP is also being added to more payment networks and platforms, which makes it more useful in the real world. This growing use case in financial services is a big reason why the price is getting close to $20. Another important factor is the current Ripple and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) are in a court case. This lawsuit has caused a lot of uncertainty for XRP, but many people think that a positive outcome could be a huge boost for the price of the coin. If Ripple wins or settles the case in its favor, it would make it clear what the law says about XRP, which could let institutional investors who have been not wanting to spend because of worries about regulations. A decision like this could make it possible for the price of XRP to go up a lot. The combination of XRP's real-world use, its growing partnerships, and a possible favorable legal result makes $20 a realistic goal for the cryptocurrency. It's not just guesswork, it's based on real events and the growing role XRP is playing in the future of money. As more people learn about how useful XRP really is, the market may respond with a surge in demand that brings the price closer to $20. We've now talked about the main things that are pushing XRP toward that possibility. $20 for each coin. Let's look at how this rise might affect the market and the people who own XRP. If XRP reached $20, it would probably the ripple effect, if you will, from such a big price jump would be felt not just by XRP holders but by the whole market, as more people would be looking at the coin. For current XRP holders, this could mean huge returns on their investment. If you've been holding on to your XRP for a while, you've probably seen some ups and downs, but if the price went up to $20, it would completely change the value of what you own. For example, if you own 1,000 XRP, their value would go from $1,000 at a price of $1 per coin to $20,000 at $20 per coin. That's a huge increase in value that could change the lives of many investors. This price rise could also bring new investors into the market as XRP becomes more popular, keeps going up in value. A sudden influx of new buyers could make people who had previously ignored it or weren't sure about its potential start paying attention. This could drive the price even higher. Retail investors might see this as a chance to get in while the price is still low compared to what it could be worth, which would increase demand even more. Additionally, institutional investors who have been avoiding XRP because of regulatory uncertainty or doubts about its legal status may start to pay attention if Ripple wins its legal battle with the SEC. Large investors such as hedge funds, banks, and investment firms may start to invest in XRP if regulatory uncertainty is resolved. Lots of money going into XRP. This kind of institutional interest in XRP as a safe and stable investment in the quickly growing digital asset space could give it the push it needs to break through the $20 barrier. A big price increase would also likely get the attention of the mainstream media, and as more people learn about XRP's potential, its credibility and trust in the market will grow. Would open up more news outlets, more financial experts and influencers would talk about XRP, which would only make people more excited about it. In short, if XRP hits $20, it could set off a chain reaction where current holders see huge returns. All of these things could bring in a lot of new buyers and raise the level of interest among institutions to a whole new level. XRP's price could easily go above $20, solidifying its position as a major player in the cryptocurrency market. This is an exciting time for anyone who has invested in XRP or is thinking about adding it to their portfolio, and now is the time to keep a close eye on the market as we look ahead to the possibility of XRP reaching $20. Also, it's important to talk about how all the signs point to a possible price rise, so you can get ready for the spike. If you want to make the most money and be in the best position, timing your actions could be very important. Whether you already have XRP or are thinking about getting it, here are some things you can do to get ready for what could be a game-changing event. A big event in the world of crypto. First, let's talk about holders of XRP right now. For those of you who are already lucky enough to have XRP, now is the time to stay up to date on the main events that could drive the price up to $20. A big reason for this is Ripple's ongoing legal fight with the SEC. If Ripple wins or settles the case in a way that benefits XRP, the price could rise quickly. We will keep an eye on any updates from. If you're holding XRP and the market responds to good news, you'll need to be ready to change your strategy. For some, this could mean keeping their XRP for a long time. If you believe in the long-term potential of XRP and its growing use in the financial space, holding on to it